But I've just gone around to recording for it, and we're going to see how good it is. I've already been playing it for a little bit. It's not a bad game. It's just, I think odds are this will be maybe 1 or 2 episodes that I'll do, because it's not the kind of game that I would say I could do a series on. It's not the kind of game I'd want to do a series on. It doesn't really necessarily have a proper story. It doesn't have different... I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's a game for perfectionists. No, again, it's not really how I describe it either. There are objectives and there are quests, but the way the game works is that, obviously, apart from, just generally exploring pretty much everywhere, you're given like a route to the center of the galaxy. Center of the universe. You obviously travel along that route, and as you get closer, you meet, new and random alien races. And overall, it is a good game, but it's difficult to do a series on. I'll see how it goes. We'll try to do a bit of it. I'll say you do get quests. There is stuff to do, and as you get closer into the center, you start to do even more. Like, the closer into the center of the universe you get, there are more space pirates or people to fight. I mean, if you want to fight the people who are already here, then you can do. But in general, they're not unfriendly to you. It does depend on which system you go into, though, I will say that. Like, this specific system, they're not particularly, they're not mean in this system. They're more or less helpful, they're nice people. They've already given us a bit of technology for no reason. I'm not friendly with them yet. They've just given us a bit of technology. We'll also have a chance to have a quick look at my ship once we land. Like, right now I'm just trying to get antimatter so I can fuel my hyperdrive to go to the next level. As you can see, I've got a pretty nice ship. I'm calling her the X-Wing Mark II. I'm not actually, I'm calling her Kevin. But it's thanks to game, this one. I got this as part of the pre-order bonus thing. Because the ship I first had looked terrible. I was not a fan of the first ship I had. This ship's quite nice though, and I like this one. Yeah, they want rare stuff, but they don't say what it is. Because what you do is you learn the words. No, I can't. I need crystalline. You learn the words as you go along, but you actually only learn one word. You don't just pick up the language. You have to literally learn it word by word. Which is really good because it's realistic. In other games, if ever you're trying to learn a language, what you do is you learn effectively, you learn 10% of the language, and then you learn 20% of the language, and then you do stuff like that. You don't just learn a word. Which is why I like the way the language system works on this, because it's proper. You only learn a word at a time. You don't just, find off. I found this monolith. It's given us a bit of information. Nice. It's given us a bit of information. I now understand 10% of your language. It's not the same thing. I know what kind of ships these guys have, because that's an unusual looking ship. Actually, it's not bad. The other species I've met had terrible ships. I didn't like them. Let's move on to the next place, shall we? See which way have I come from? There. Whoa, trippy. Sorry, that's too much. This is the only sort of loading screen you get, which is when you're travelling through hyperdrive. I don't know what the alien races on this look like. Yeah, let's have a quick look. See, these are their ships. Oh, well, and there's their space station. Okay. It might be the same race. I don't know whether or not races can go across to different, different galaxies when you're traveling. Or at least different systems, anyways. I mean, some items can move across. Like, for example, our Viking dagger was from a different alien race that I'd met previously. Now this one just seems empty. I don't think there are any aliens in this one. I like how there's no loading screens for this. It's a really well made game. And the problem I have is that, as I say, that's not severe. They say that there is a lot to do, and I do believe them, there is a lot to do. But you have very, very little guidance as to how to do it. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it does make things, I suppose realistic in a sense. However, say you wanted to become a space pirate, usually what games would do is they'd give you a quest along those lines to guide you to be a space pirate, and guide you to become a better space pirate, and guide you up the ladder to being a pirate king, for example. This game doesn't do that. You pretty much just fend for yourself. Which, as I say, isn't necessarily a bad thing, it just means that it's going to take a long time for you to kind of get into what you want to do. If you want to go around shooting everything, killing everybody, taking all their money, then you pretty much fend for yourself. It doesn't guide you as to how to do it. Anyways, I will finish up here. This has been the Geordie Jedi. Leave a like if you can, it really helps. Subscribe for more videos. See you lads in a bit.